Hey everyone, welcome back to another plan with me, and this week we are going to be using the kit called Peppermint Wonderland. And if you guys are interested in purchasing this kit for next year for Christmas or winter time, this is a great kit to use. This is probably one of my most favorite Christmas kits I have ever designed, and I just absolutely love this one. So if you would like to purchase this one, I will have a link below to my Etsy planner sticker shop. And we are finally into February. I feel like January is one of those months that feels like it just absolutely goes on forever and ever and ever. I feel like New Year's Day was like 3 months ago to me. It also doesn't help that January is a very busy, stressful time for me for my full-time job, and I am now past January. I am through all of those big tasks that I have finally gotten over and accomplished and done with, so I'm feeling pretty good. If you guys don't know, I work in taxes, and January for me as a bookkeeper is a particularly busy month because I am responsible for all of the end-of-year reports, W-2s, 940s, 941s, just all of that stuff, which is pretty involved. And I have about 45 clients that I have all of that to do. So it is definitely a very stressful time for me, but I have finally gotten past all of that. And now I'm on to just regular tax season now, which is also in full swing. I kind of wear many hats at my job. And in addition to payroll and bookkeeping, I also do taxes and all kinds of things. It's a very small family business, and I just have to do a lot of things. And I also end up doing training for any new seasonal workers that we have. So that has definitely been keeping me busy all through January. And now I'm finally feeling like, even though this is just the start of tax season, I'm just now starting to see that light at the end of the tunnel for me. So it'll be a few more months until I'm fully out of it, but at least I think I have gotten through a good portion of it. I don't know if anyone else feels like this, but I absolutely feel like January just lasts forever for me, mainly because of work, but also just because, it's the start of the new year. A lot of people are really focused on making changes in their lives and wanting to eat healthier and read more books and go to the gym. And I kind of feel like for me, New Year's is always like a time of like reflecting and trying to like get back to good schedule, organization, trying to eat better, all those things that everyone likes to do at the beginning of the year. And I definitely feel like I always like to tidy up at the beginning of the year too, and like really get things organized, but it's just kind of like hard for me with the type of job that I have, that January just doesn't really give me enough time to really focus on all those like New Year's things that I really would like to do. So now that we're getting into February, I feel like I'm going to be able to slow down just a little bit as far as like my workload, but pick it up at the same time. But I have been able to do a little bit of those New Year things that I've been wanting to do, and like I've talked about in several Plan With Me's already, I won't talk about it too much here, but I have been doing the makeup challenge for this year where I pick new items for my collection every single week, and that's been awesome. That's been going great. I filmed my first video. That one will be coming up very soon, kind of like a roundup video and showing you guys like all the items that I picked, what I thought about them. So that video is going to be coming out probably, I think, the following week after you are seeing this video. And I'm also looking forward to daylight savings time coming in a little over a month from now, but I'm going to be so excited when the sun starts setting a little bit later in the day. I'm definitely one of those people that suffers from like seasonal depressive disorder or whatever they call it. I definitely have that. On the days that you just don't see the sun for several days, it's definitely been like that the last few days here. It's been raining a lot, and today was like the first day that the sun was really out, and oh my gosh, it just really makes a huge difference for me whenever we have had those really dark, gloomy, gray days. And then seeing the sun peek out behind the clouds, it's definitely one of those things that I feel like I take for granted so often. And I love a good gray, gloomy day, but any more than like 2 of those in a row, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to see the sun again. And of course, I do love like the coziness of winter, but when the sun goes down, I do not like being out of my house, like especially alone, things like that. Like, no, I am hunkering down. I'm at home. I'm not going anywhere. So I just kind kind of can't wait for the springtime. I'm so excited for warmer weather. Luckily, it hasn't been too bad as far as like the cold here. We've definitely had like a few colder snaps lately, and towards the beginning of January, we got like a lot of snow, and that was fun for like the day or two, but I'm definitely ready for spring weather. For the longest time, I always stated that like fall was my favorite season, which do not get me wrong, I still love fall and it is absolutely up there. But in the last few years, I really started appreciating spring a lot more. And I definitely have to say, like, if I was going to rank all the seasons, I would probably say fall is my number one, spring is number two, summer is number three, and winter is dead last for me. Now, of course, I do love like Christmas and all that and New Year's and stuff, and those are like really the only things that I like about winter. And then of course like maybe the occasional like one day snow day I don't mind, but other than that I really just don't like how dark it is, how cold it is, how gloomy it is, and I just feel like I don't really get to go out and do things as often in the winter time. But I do think it's a really good time for me personally to like really work on getting like my house organized and decluttered and things like that. So of course there's always give and take to all of those, and those are some of the like silver linings I try to find in winter, since it's not particularly my favorite season. They definitely have like their places and things that are good about them, but I'm definitely really ready for some warm spring weather. And that's another thing, like where I live, we definitely get all four seasons, but I definitely feel like spring and fall just get kind of cut short, really. Like I feel like we don't have a really like long fall or long spring. And of course, I'm also in an area where we do get a lot of tornadoes. So in the springtime, that's kind of one of those things that does kind of, in the past, I used to really love like stormy weather, which I do still love that. But then whenever there's like actual tornado threats and things like that, I'm not as big of a fan of it as I used to be when I was younger, but I always still like the thrill of like storms and things like that. But I don't know, I guess the older I get, the more you just realize how not fun storms are and how serious they can be and things like that, especially with the state of our planet. The tornadoes have been so devastating. But I'm definitely looking forward to some spring weather, having like just the warm, nice kind of days, like not hot days, not like really rainy days or anything like that, but just like those nice sunny days. That is what I'm absolutely looking forward to. And I think once we get to like the beginning of March, after we get to daylight savings time and all that, I'm going to be so excited. And I just feel like I come alive again in the springtime. I feel like I'm a bear that is hibernating in the winter. And finally, whenever spring comes around, I feel like I am reborn into another life. So those are the things I am really looking forward to. And those are some of the things that help me get through these like gloomy winter scaries. And I'm just so looking forward to spring. And honestly, that is what keeps me going day after day. All right, and this is what the final spread looks like. Once again, if you would like to purchase the sticker kit, I will have it linked below in my Etsy shop. And that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on social media. Links are below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.